Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome again. So I got a track in and from Miss Antidote, and there's a new plugin that was used, and another plugin that was used, and this one being with a statement that it is better than the glue compressor, and this one being with a statement that is better than the multiband dynamics which is inside of uh, Ableton. And also better than Fab Filter. So that's pretty interesting because Fab Filter is extremely interesting, as in what you can do with it. But more on that a little bit later on. Let's first look at the song. One second, my dog is trying to get on the couch, and he's not that. Well, he's short and stout. Well, actually, he's fine. Let's have a little listen to this track and see what's going on.
Cause it feels so good. Feel like, cause it feels so good. Real life, real love. Feel like, cause it feels so good. Real life, real love.
All right, I guess. Okay, and then there's a break. All right, so it's not too bad. Couple of little things though. The bass is a little bit on the wide side. The ARP is a little bit on the wide side, and the verse keys are just like those standard little keys things. So not really a fan of that. I would personally put like Lounge Lizard in there because tends to be a little bit nicer, specifically for the vibe, you know. And then on the little variable mu thing, the mu is a tube compressor, and the glue compressor is based on the VCA compressor. A tube compressor gives a lot more distortion or saturation in comparison to a VCA compressor. Tube compressors were there before VCA compressors, and the big issue with them is that distortion. Anyway, I saw on the website that there is a sidechain EQ, so therefore it will be a lot more versatile than the standard second color. Yeah, okay. Than the standard glue compressor, but it's like comparing apples to oranges. They're both compressors, but one is for dirt, which is this one, and the other one is more for control of gluing together the track. So yeah, it's not really the same thing. So one is not better than the other. They're just different. I mean, if you like oranges, you like oranges. If you like apples, you like apples. Okay, regardless of all that, I'm just going to delete things and go from here and kind of Judgment Day. So let's just take this, loop this, and have a listen to just this. Okay, so first and foremost, it's one whole loop, so I understand why you would use one imager overall. But this image thing that you see here, this is like a standard beginner mistake. I see it even with like professionals that fuck this up. But don't widen the top. If you want to widen anything, here, just do this one. Widen this band. It will come out a lot more natural and a little bit nicer if you just widen that. So that's just a little bit of a pro tip there. So I'm just going to delete that. Then you have an EQ8 where you've cut away lots of lows. So remember that all the lows are being cut already here. So from 36, you're cutting lows away already if we would have kept this curve. Completely fine to do, but I would cut lower. Just so you can keep all the oomph from the track. Okay, let's just delete that as well. Then we have the FabFilter Pro Q3. All right, so there's no actual rhyme or reason why this is here. You could have done the same thing with Thingamajig EQ8. So I'll show you how to use that in a second. Drum bus, not a fan of this thing. It just tends to destroy instead of do anything good. Utility, okay, then we have Golfos. Golfos, I would put at the end of a chain. Let's see how much it's doing. Yeah, I would put that at the end of the chain. Then we have a Spectral Shaper. Ooh. Okay, so now let's just use one tool to rule them all for control. And we're going to use the FabFilter Pro Q3. And with that, we'll be able to do everything you did, but in one plugin and get a little bit of control. I also want to quickly have a little listen in mid-side mode that I can just have, I'll put that on the master, just have a little bit of control, mid and side, and then Command K, 5 and number 4. And let's just have a little listen to mid. Okay, so the only thing in the side that you spectrally took away was the hi-hat. What we can do is take that hi-hat away in the side. Because I do also agree that it's a bit over the top. Take that away. We're going to make this dynamic with downward compression. And let's just do this and then stereo placement side. Very nice. Let's also do a little bit of mid compression as well. Mid as well, because it's a little bit over the top. I'll do the same thing with a little bit of dynamics. Make dynamic, a little bit of compression. Okay, cool. So now that we've compressed the side a little bit more than the center, now let's go over to the back. This thing sounds like ass. So I'm gonna just cut that out. And we'll bump that, like you did as well. And we'll do some compression on that later. Okay, so I've overdone that a bit, I think. But I think, like this, are we balanced? We are balanced. Let's just give this a little bit of a downward compression as well. And these two go down more. You know what? I don't like this thing. Stereo placement, I'm just going to do stereo. I'm going to delete this one. And let's do upward here. Okay, so I think that's going to be about right. And now we need something to actually make this sound more alive. I suggest you go crazy and just get the valve compressor, because then you can immediately take this thing and just go bam and turn it the fuck up and make it sound alive instead. Let me just make everything a little bit less heavy. Okay, so now that we've like dirtified it and made it nasty, we can EQ it again. I just use a normal EQ to balance it out. And I'll take that quack. Get rid of that too. It's a little bit on the loud side. That one. All right. That's just in the sample, so I can't really take that out. So normally, if you would have drums, it would be all the different samples there, and you could just turn it down. But right now, we did it in a stem. So yeah, Pro Q3, Valve Compressor, and EQ8 will actually, if we could have just done that with with thingy, but this will sound better than this. It's more vibey, more thick, you know, so you have that overall sound that you're probably looking for there. Bit vibey, bit thick, you know, bit chilled out. Let's check out what this is. That's far too wide. This limiter is not doing anything. Now it's doing something. Oh yeah, it's not doing anything. So I'll just get rid of the Pro, whatever this fuck this thing's called. Delete that, and I kind of have to stress this. If you want nice bass, do this. Just duplicate it and make 2 tracks. Make 1 cut and 1 normal, and then just cut. Just have for the cut version, just cut the low end out. And normally I would keep the top, but right now I want to get rid of it because I'm going for a warmer vibe. And then with this one, just have low end and not the top. Something like that. And then use the ever so genius Boots and Cats. Make sure that this one is going to be mono-ish, actually width just down. So then your top end can wobble around and be all sexy. But your mid needs to kind of stay nice. So if we now mix these two together and do the usual amp thing, You know, I get it sounding a little bit nicer, always before the boots and cats. What you can do is you can even send this into a reverb if you wanted to kind of match the reverb of the drums. It's about that. Then you have that like over the toppy feel there. We have keys. Let's look at those. I don't like these keys at all. So I'm gonna unfreeze it and show you a normal one called Lounge Lizard. And it will fit a lot better. It's just different keys in one go. I'm just gonna delete everything that's there and add some random. Take this out. Okay, I'm gonna take this out as well. I don't like having anything random. You just know what you're doing. Psychopath! I know. So have a little bit of like, what's it called? There should be an app for this. Okay, so I guess that's it, but let's just play that down because it's too high. You have some warmth now, and then we'll play everything nice and soft. Then we need that thing again. Cut away a little bit of low because you don't really need it. Personally, I would add some sort of vinyl thing here so we get some, it sounds a bit weird, but you get top end. Abbey Road vinyl. Do I not know how to spell vinyl? Most likely you don't know how to spell vinyl. Fuck it. Fuck the vinyl thing, we'll do something else. Micro shift. I saw that you have thingamajig, so we'll shift it out. Oh yes. Nice and detuny. Get it all fucky. I think I shouldn't add this. See, it's like instantly warm. And I'm only adding that warmth because of that one vocal that's in it. Wants to be all sharp and top heavy. So then we have this ARP with an imager on it with less width. So let's just use the width knob instead. And I think this would be great to have reverb directly on it because it's so forward. You kind of want to push this back instead. And then you always need the ever so helpful this thing. Okay, so now that we have that going on, then let's just add in the vocals, which are there. They only play there. Let's just add in the vocals over here because I'm kind of grooving away in this part. Okay, copy that, paste that. And let's make sure that this woman doesn't sound like she has like some asthma disease, but actually, wow, I'm so fucked up. But it actually has some low in her vocal too, because not all women sound like this. Seriously. And take this down. This is way too airy. So we'll pop that and we'll make it dynamic. This we go. And let's open this up. There should be a button somewhere to make it a different curve, but I don't know which curve that is. Bell? Band? No, I don't know which one it is. Moron. Let's find that S. What's up? What's up? Then you have like a nice little thing. Is it? Maybe a bit too much. Oops, a bit too much. Oh my good Jesus fucking Christ. There we go. I think that's. Where do my keys go? There we go. Let's take this thing and with sound toys, it would be better if it has like a pan on it. Because I know there's a pan in here already, but it doesn't sound very well right now. So we'll do this and we'll do, actually that's fine. Smooth. I just want speed, so rhythmic, rhythm shape. There we go. Yeah, that should be good. And the vocals need to be compressed a bit. They're a little bit loud.
Feels so good.
And then her real love, she says it wrong. It's supposed to be real love. Okay, realize. So it's on the beat.
'Cause it feels so good. Real love.
Yeah, so that last part like is not on the beat. So I would just boop it and then try to get that right. Yeah, so then it's on the beat. Okay, so that's pretty much that. That's how I would go about that. Just to warm up the track. And then at the end, you can use your pulsar mu because it will add some distortion in. But personally, I would go tape or so Kramer tape would be nice. Let's stick with Sound Toys because Sound Toys is pretty cool. There's Effect Rack, and then there's a mastering preset as well somewhere. Guitar, drums, basics. God, I thought there was a mastering preset. What is this? Outer Limits? This is just weird shit. Okay, basic, vintage punch. 1 second. Full telephone. For fuck's sake, channel strip, long color, full blown master bus mojo. So this will add lots of low and top and less mids like any good old thing does. But let's just have a little look. Yeah, that doesn't really work. Okay, so then you should have like one plugin to pop it on. Personally, I would go with the Slate Digital tape machine because it has I don't really like Slate, but I really do like that you in the settings can do the bass alignment. And then personally, it kind of sucks that the random vocals already popped in with the what's it called? With the effects. Because it would be nicer. Oh my god. I can automate it, Jesus Christ. I can automate in holy shit tits. Look at that. Okay, there we go. There you go. Look at okay, I didn't even fucking realize this yet. Oh my good god. Genius. If I do say so myself. Go. Something like that. Boop boop. Is that smart? I don't know yet. I think this would work. Hoping for the best here. Oh, did I just fuck everything up? Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's a shame that the drums are full. Otherwise, I would like let the clap stand out more and put the hi-hats down. Overall, I think the track sounds dope as it was as well. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little session. Take care, much love, and I'll see you guys again I think Thursday, because Thursday I'm just gonna start with that one track for Fab Filter and just release it because I was supposed to do all this pre-work, but I'm just going like, nah, to say I do everything live as usual. All right, take care, guys.